Welcome back to The Grind. In this video, we are going to talk about the most efficient way to purchase Alliance tickets. Now, I am new to Map 7, and so I was searching for the most efficient and cost-effective way to get the 150 tickets required for a week of Alliance quests. Now, most people will say you just split it evenly through gold, battle chips, and loyalty, and that is definitely an option. It's a little more simple and straightforward and less of chance, but my opinion is that it is more valuable to spread the tickets through the units as well. So the way these tickets work is units. Each ticket costs 3 units, and every other resource increases the cost depending on how many tickets you've already spent that resource on. And for comparison, it was 150 units or 47,000 battle chips. Or you can split it in half and do 20,000 battle chips and 75 units. So the first 25 tickets was 20,000 battle chips, and the second 25 was 27,000 battle chips. So I wanted to figure out if I spent the battle chips on arena crystals for units and gold instead, could I then get a better value or a more efficient cost? The problem is when you're only opening 30,000 battle chips or 50,000 battle chips at a time, there is a lot of luck that comes into it, and you may get lower than average or higher than average. So the 30,000 battle chips I saved only got me 45 units from that opening. However, when I open up the remaining 20, if I opened all 50, I would have totally added up to 105 units and 90,000 gold. And over a few weeks span, I've opened several batches of 50, and only twice have I gotten less than 100, and one of those times was 95 units. The vast majority have been at least a little bit over 100, or most of them have been around 150, and some of them even over 200. So my average is comfortably around 150 units. But we're also going to consider if the average was about 100. So the way I feel is optimal is to take that lowest amount of units that you could possibly get, which is about 40 from my experience, and put that into the units. And then I also put about 100,000 extra into the gold, because that's what we comfortably get from opening 30 to 50,000 of these battle chips as well. And that ends up being a fairly even split of the extra half that we didn't put into the battle chips. So this way ends up being a little bit more expensive with gold, but only like 40,000 roughly extra gold. And a lot of players doing map 7 tend to have a little extra gold. Now, the nice part about this is in doing it this way, you can reliably count on getting 60 units from those extra 30,000 battle chips. And that is if your average is 100 units per 50,000 battle chips. Now, this means that every week you will be net positive with your units, and you will not be having to run low on your units in order to keep up with your Alliance tickets. Now, if you were actually averaging 150 units per 50,000 battle chips, then you'll end up getting about 90 with those extra 30 on average, which means you'll be basically doubling the amount of units that you come out with at the end, because you're only spending 40 of them and you're going to be able to keep 45 to 50 more. Now, some people don't play arena, so they don't have battle chips, so they have to rely on units. And what you can do is either just do 50 into the units for the 150, or you can try to cut that down, only do 25 there and do an extra 25 in the gold, which ends up costing you another 200,000 gold each week of Alliance quests. So that does get a little bit costly, but some players have way more gold than they need. And if you are struggling with gold and you need to save all the gold you can, rather than doing it the other way where I showed you only spending 42 units, you can just put a full 25 into the units rather than putting the extra into the gold category. That ends up resulting in saving 100,000 gold each week, but at the cost of about 30 units each week. So you'll have to decide which one is more important to you, whether you have the gold to spare, or if you're really pinching for gold and you don't run arena and you don't open a lot of champions to get ISO to sell, then you might have some extra units lying around. But personally, the periods where I'm not earning as much gold is usually because I'm not playing arena very much, which means I'm also not earning extra units. So for me, I would rather use a little extra gold and save on the units to help me complete difficult content, or more importantly, purchase a heal or revive to help finish a path in Alliance Quest so that you can help your team get the best rewards possible. So again, overall, this is the distribution that I personally recommend, the one that I personally use. And even if you get the lower estimated average of units from the battle chips, you will end up net positive as far as units go, at the cost of a little extra gold, which as a player who does consistently play Arena, I end up having a decent amount of gold, as well as battle chips come in fairly easily, even with just 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes of Arena each day. But even if you don't play Arena, if you have the battle chips, I would recommend using battle chips up to about 20 to 25,000, which is going to be about 25 to 30 tickets. And beyond that, put a few into the units and then some extra into gold. And for me, that seems to be what I would consider a very efficient way to spend my resources in order to net positive with my unit gain without spending too much of another resource. Because again, the battle chips that we are not spending for tickets is getting us almost the same amount of gold that we're spending extra, and getting us more units than we are spending for those tickets there. And so this is my personal recommendation, but it's a little bit different for everybody depending on which resource you have or do not have. And there probably is not a very good, hard recommendation available out there, because there really is no definitive right choice, because everyone's in a different situation. Not everybody has the battle chips to spare. Some players have way more gold than they need, so they just buy all their tickets with gold. But if you are in an average player situation and you are able to meet these cost goals in this distribution, my opinion is that this is one of the more efficient and effective ways to buy your Alliance tickets. So I do hope this video was a little bit insightful and a little bit helpful. Let me know if you do something different with how you purchase your Alliance tickets, or if this was helpful to change or adjust the way that you will be purchasing your Alliance tickets going forward. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.